You remember in Ghostbusters, they like went to the top of that fucking building, and that demigod or whatever the fuck Gozer was up there, and was like, choose the form of your destructor. And Ray's like, choose? What do you mean choose? Like, we don't understand. Like, and then like they have a little powwow and they explain it and they get it and everything. The form of the destroyer that this country has chosen is the Ladyboy. You know, you elected to ignore a significant portion of your male population while they, studied the internet and decided what they thought about the world. The form of your destroyer is the Ladyboy. Ponder that. Honestly, I think it's Lady Liberty. I think Lady Liberty is Lady Venus. Lucifer. And I think it's one of those, like, the Lady Boys are the form of America's destroyer. Because Lady Liberty was always a Lady Boy. That's like the big lie about, like, Freemasonry and a lot of other shit. I think Freemasonry's hip deep in thinking that their god is a transgender chick. I gotta say, I'm flattered. But, you know, I'm kind of busy to be a god right now. Maybe next life. For now, I think we should defend this existence against all of the evil witches that have been conjured here by all of this bullshit. Because that's really what this is. When you see a transgendered person, I think you're looking at a wizard, in a way. I could get into it, but I don't really want to explain to the heathen. You're looking at someone that has decided to completely walk away from their fucking society and do things of their own accord for the rest of their life. The world could end. I will still be doing what I want to do. This is one of those, like, maybe if, like, they just decide to stop growing food, I might have some real shit to worry about. But it would take several years to get there. And I think this is part of the process or something. I don't really understand what's going on anymore. But the form of our destroyer is the transgender movement. It's like a fucking... It's not a harbinger of doom. It is the doomsman. It's that thing that is the sign in your society that, like, it's over. And I think it's that sign because all societies make men so afraid to do this that they never do it. And this only happens when enough men have given up hope on a future of any happiness of any sort with any fucking one ever. And, like, they decide to go fucking do what they want to do. And, like, I don't know, this appeals to some portion of us. I think it's one of those things that, like, some people just like having sex and company and whatever, and they don't really care if it's their dick or somebody else's. You know, for my own, part, I don't understand the people that... I don't understand men that focus entirely on their dick. If that's you, you should really reevaluate your life. It's one of those things like, what are you without that? You know, I used to hang out with a bunch of fuckheads, and they all watched this video of this guy bread knifing a fence and losing his dick, and they would just freak out, and I'd laugh. I'd laugh because I don't use my dick anyway. They can have it. And that difference in mentality is the difference between an angry grandfather and a child. I don't care what they do with my dick. I'm here for other purposes, I guess. I'm just angry in general. And, like, anal's fun. That's another thing. If you've never been fucked in the ass, like, you should try that shit. I don't know if that's true or not. Because, like, I really do think that, like, I opened myself up to, like, a world of Satan by doing a lot of things. But, God likes me. And the reason God likes me and not other people is because I fucking believe what I believe. Period. End of sentence. You can be God, but, like, he's a certain way. And if you're not that way, then you're not him. And there's no point in talking to you. And the first 160 some odd times that I ever spoke to God in my life, I called him the devil and chased him away. And this is one of those things that, like, I might be kind of like in a gray area on some things. But I'm not with the shit that fucking God doesn't like. I think that's interesting. I think, like, you would be amazed at the list of shit that God does not give a fuck about and the list of shit that God does care about. And, like, some of the stuff going on in our society that everyone thinks is all fucking Satan is nothing. And some stuff is big. Like, the abortion thing is pretty big. Being sexually promiscuous is big. It's not about who you fuck. You should be loyal to who you fuck. You shouldn't fuck a lot of people. And I know that's controversial, but, like, as someone that's had a lot of sex, you enjoy it more when it's special and when you like the other person. And take it from someone who's done everything, literally everything. During COVID, I could go down the list of shit that I did, but it was long and distinguished. My advice would be to find someone that you really, really like and get married. But to be honest, that ain't gonna happen. And, like, you don't want to be a virgin, so here we are. And because of this, like, the entire world has been destroyed. You know, I'm going through a lot of shit at the moment, I guess, but I keep watching shit on YouTube that's about religious shit or whatever. And the more I see of it, the more I agree with the old me. And the old me said that every religion on earth is wrong in its entirety. And we got to start over. And I started over with the works of John Milius. And I believe in Red Dawn and Conan the Barbarian and, you know, a couple other things, to be honest. I'm trying to think of Secondhand Lions. The thing that keeps me most on track with God, or at least my God, is the movie Secondhand Lions. There's a part in it where the old man played by, what's his name? I love the smell of napalm in the morning. That guy. Look in the comments. Someone will comment his name. I can't think of his name. He played the consigliere in The Godfather. He played lots of other things. Anyway, in this, he played Hub McCann. And I loved the part with the bar fight with the kids. And he's giving them, like, a whole speech about what it means to be a man. And when he finally gives a piece of that speech to the kid and you get to hear it, it goes something like, there are many things in this life that are based on what we believe. You need to find out what you believe and believe it. Don't let anyone else tell you what you believe. You believe something, it's yours. It's special. Truth matters not. This is the power of belief. I prefer to live in a world where something is coming for us, because I prefer to live in that world to the world where we just get ruled by these people. It's like we're watching the death of everything. We're going to end up with one bank running the entire world out of fucking Switzerland, and it being damn near impossible to fucking go and do anything about it. Bunch of other shit. I don't know. That's what I keep thinking about religion, though. Basically, there's good and evil, and you can recognize when you see it. And that's how I determine whether something's fucking good or bad or not. And, you know, on that list of things, I pretty much gave a free hand to porn and sex. Because God made naked women and men, too, if you're into that. And why would he not want us to fuck if he put us here? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. And, like, I think he does want us to fuck. I think he wants us to fuck a lot. I think he wants us to mean it every time we do it. It should be like an act of love. What we do in our society is turn sex into like this cheap thing that most people have never even had real sex. Most men's idea of sex lasts like 5 or 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Because they get kind of hard and then stuff happens and then they shoot some cum and then it's over. Well, I think the longest I've ever made love for was 72 hours straight. And it was not about me coming. That particular time, that was a lesbian woman, and girls are multi-orgasmic. And I like to watch women come, I guess. She had quite the time. Imagine having a woman that was so into what you were doing to her that she literally crawled on her hands and knees around your fucking house begging you to do it again for 3 days. And that's kind of like what it was. Oh. That bitch was fucking crazy. But to be honest, she was the only woman that I ever really cared for. And most of that was because she really liked me. I wonder how many other men are like this, where I don't find any woman attractive. Period. Not a real one. Wonder why that is. You know, it's one of those things that, like, most women play this game of they're the hot thing and you should like them and you should show that, and they will never fucking show any of that to you. It's not a game I like to play. Like, call me silly, I like being the pretty one. Maybe that's my own fucked up thing, but like, to be honest, I think this is the side effect of being raised amongst perfect Republican girls. It's like every school I ever went to was some little Christian academy thing that, like, every woman I ever saw there, I did not even want anything to do with, nor did they want anything to do with me. And that's still the same. If those women came here now begging me to do things to them, I would tell them no. I would tell them no, and then I would watch as they walked away from my house sad. And, like, this is what you should be going after. Feels a hell of a lot better. I don't know. Love feels better, but that's my thing, is what these people are offering you is not love. What these people are offering you is like stealing half your shit for the rest of your life and giving you children. And to be honest, I'm on Team Birthing Pod at this point. Fuck them. I hope we replace them. The form of your destroyer is the lady boy, and she's coming with her birthing pods. And they're going to genetically manipulate the children until there is no more white people. Or some shit, I don't know. It's probably what they're going to do. They're going to genetically engineer away everything but the transgender, black, Latino mixed lesbian woman. Everyone else is going to get fucking eliminated in the camps. Sorry if you aren't Jaquita Jones and her spouse, Konakwa. See you later.